everyone, this is Justfeg Network TV, a home of accurate news and current news. For those who subscribe to our channel, God bless you for subscribing. And if you're yet to do so, please kindly press the subscription button below. And now the news in details. The Senate rejects Buhari's free visa policy, summons Interior Minister. The Senate on Tuesday rejected the policy of President Muhammadu Buhari, which gives all African travelers visas on arrival from January, suspended the necessary requirement that they apply in advance. The Senate said with the uprising of insecurity, it was premature for the president to take the decision because it will aid influx of terrorists in the country. Consequently, the Senate has summoned the Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, to appear before it, alongside the Comptroller General of Immigration, to explain the legality, logistics and technicality of the free visa agreement. President Muhammadu Buhari had signed an African Free Trade Zone treaty and recently backed it with a free visa policy to enable free movement of African nationals into the country. He said the policy is aimed at fostering investment into the country. But Nigerian senators are peeved that the said visa agreement does not have any legal backing and that it is not domesticated. The rejection of the policy followed a motion by Senator Adetunbi Olubunmi, which urged the Senate to reject the visa policy. When the motion was presented in plenary on Tuesday, lawmakers took tongues to fault Buhari for taking such an injurious decision. Senate Minority Leaders Abaribe, in his submission, said with the rising crime wave in the country, if such a free visa policy is not quickly reversed, criminals and terrorists will troop the country and make it more insecure. The Senator Gabriel Benue Northeast and Ibikunle Amosun, they agreed that the policy will enhance economic growth, but insisted that before the treaty will be perfected, the president should contact National Assembly for proper legislation by way of sending to the senators the Immigration Act for amendment and domestication. However, Senator Barrow Jibrin had an opposing view to the submission of the senators, who rejected the policy. He said the policy announced by President is a global trend and should not in any way be faulted. In his ruling, Ahmad Lawal chilled the matter to vote, and majority of senators voted against the policy. So my viewers today, what do you think about this news? What is your own opinion? Because according to the news, some senators, they were against the president, while some senators were supporting the president. And the ones that were against the president, I think they are actually saying the truth. Accepting this visa policy might bring a lot of things. Might even increase the insecurity in the country right now. Obviously, it might does, because look at what we are facing. The country is not yet secured, and now they are accepting a new visa policy, allowing other Africans to come into the country. Assuming the country is well secured, we can say, okay, fine, they will be able to manage it. But now, a lot of things are happening in the country that they didn't even settle it first before allowing other Africans to come in with visa-free policy. So I think it could bring a lot of things added to it. It could bring a lot of things, most especially the insecurity part of it, and even terrorism and a lot more like that. To me, I feel that the people that were against the president, they are actually right. They are right about it, because a lot of things can pop up. Accepting this policy, it could, because look at we Nigerians now, even in our country now, for you to go outside peacefully, well, it's not easy. One will be scared to even move around freely in his or her country. Talk less of when the foreigners comes in. I think what the senators that were against the president, I think I'm in support of them. I am really in support of them. And a lot of people made a comment and said that Senate will eventually prove people wrong, that they will not be rubber stamped to Buhari, as opened by many with this development. I pray that they will continue like this without fear or sentiment. What an uncalculated move by the president. Obviously, it is an uncalculated move because we are expecting our president to make a positive impact by cutting down all those things that like all these terrorists and a lot more like that. Not for the president to bring foreigners again. And they said we quite understood that many legislatures would want to support Mr. President even when a particular policy is openly wrong to save their heads from nailing them, since most of them had corruption cases and they don't want to go to the prison, but the masses will not be their scapegoat. Hence, we must continue to protest against any evil policy that is meant to destroy our collective orientation. Trust me, this is one of the evil policy. And this evil policy, it is ready. If care is not taken, it will affect a lot of things in the country right now. And this eventually defeats the independence of various arms of government and principle of check and balance in force. The president of the Senate is a good representative of Nigeria, a stout Democrat, and not a stooge to any ethnics or religions. Kudos to Ahmad. Ahmad is actually doing well. It's a good representative. Kudos to him. And they said since we are talking border closed and people are crying for food, especially common rice, turkey, groundnut oil, and a lot more like that, of fear of smuggling, of weapons, and you are the presidio now, sign visa free for all Africans that wish to enter Nigeria. So can this one now bring development to Nigeria? Hell no, absolutely no. This one cannot bring any development to Nigeria. It will add more to the problem in Nigeria. Things are so expensive right now. Even common rice, to buy common rice, it is so expensive. So expensive. Even groundnut oil in the country, it is so, talk less of this tomato and all those things they buy, it is so expensive. They closed the border and a lot more like that. And now they are bringing policy that is not reasonable to the country. So no sense in this one. There is no sense at all. Because what are the Africans going to bring to Nigeria for the development? Nothing. They are not going to bring anything. And which Africans are to benefit from the free visa policy? Somebody said, I smell a rat from the Rochi Manors. It's been handled. Even evading the National Assembly. Question, is somebody or some people somewhere determined to destabilize this country by all means? Elsewhere, leaders are building massive wall to protect their countries from unwanted migrants. Nigerians is opening up her borders for all manners of people to come in and cause more problems. God help us in the country. Look at it, United States. They are trying to curb people that are coming in into their state. They are trying to curb a lot of people. They don't give any helpers in visa to come in into their country because they know the implication. They are so restricted. But reverse is the opposite for our country, and it is just so unfair. I wish our president can look at what they are doing in other country. I wish our president can implement that in our country. And somebody said, which Africans are to benefit from free visa policy? He said, no reasonable country would open up its borders for criminals and terrorists to have a free reign. France is working overtime in funding and harming terrorists to ensure Nigerian break up. The time is not ripe for this kind of policy. Also, Nigerian businesses and migrants movement are seriously being restricted by other African countries. It's good the Senate rejects this decision in the wrong direction by the president. This is a good move from the Senate. I'm so happy that the Senate, they rejected this policy. It's a very good move because they know the implication already. They know the implication, and it's good that they did the same thing. And they said, while you are legislating on this matter, you should put the advantages and the disadvantages into consideration before you can come into conclusion. If it is good or bad to be implemented at this time, it might be a global practice. Don't say this, it is doing. We should not bring any part sentiment on this matter. I believe a lot of people are against this visa free whatever they are talking about. This is not what Nigeria needs right now. I believe this visa free is not a reasonable decision. Trust me. They need to do a lot of things that can improve the country, not allowing other Africans to come into their country. So viewers today, what do you think? Kindly drop your comments below. Bye.